Hello and welcome to LTTT 772's review of Slammiversary.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, let's kick off the King of the Mountain for the X Division. Suicide versus Jay Lethal versus Consequences Creed versus Alex Shelley versus Chris Sabin. Curtis Granderson, who's the centre fielder for the Detroit Tigers, was the keeper of the belt, and it was a great match with loads of great action. These are the pins in the match. Suicide pinned Jay Lethal, Suicide pinned Alex Shelley. Lethal, Creed and Sabin all pinned Suicide, but Lethal was the only person who got credit for it. Creed pinned Alex Shelley, and during the match, one of the greatest points was Sabin jumped off the top of the King of the Mountain penalty box onto Creed, Lethal and Suicide. And then Sabin laid down for Shelley and Shelley got a pinfall. Then Sabin pinned Lethal, so everyone was able to win the match. And then Suicide won by the dismay of the fans. Great match.
Second chance match, which was second. Christopher Daniels, or Daniels as his ring name is now, against the franchise Shane Douglas.
Yeah.
I mean, did you?
It wasn't a good match.
Did you see what Shane Douglas looked like?
I know Shane Douglas didn't do well. I mean, he's old now. He's not used to it. One of the questions is, what do you think Shane Douglas will do in TNA now that he hasn't won a place on the roster?
He's not even doing anything.
Yeah, so Daniels won by the best moonsault ever.
Obviously.
And then we move on to the
Knockouts Championship match.
This match disappointed us.
Yeah, the crowd
didn't feel no action throughout it. The end happened when Velvet Sky sprayed Tara with hairspray, and then Love
hit her
with the lights out, and then it was out for the 3 count. The fourth match of the night was
the Monsters, Bull, Raven and Daphne.
This was really good. People thought it was going to be rubbish. I knew it was going to be good. But I thought Raven and Daphne would win, but
no.
The women did some good stuff. I mean,
Abyss and Wild.
They won when Abyss hit Raven with a black hole slam onto Thumbtacks.
But I didn't like it that Dr. Stevie was there, though.
Yeah, but it's still a good match. I mean, now we move on to Matt Morgan versus Sting. If Matt Morgan won, he would get Sting's position in the main event Mafia.
Oh, you know, one of those, isn't it?
Yeah. It was okay. They kind of did some fake moves during it. Or it was fake, and Sting won after he hit Matt Morgan with a second Scorpion Death Drop. Another question is, do you think Matt Morgan
should join
the TNA main event Mafia, or do you think he'll be good as a face, as a clean superstar? Do you think he should stay heel and join the main event Mafia, or join the front line and turn face?
Next match, TNA Tag Team titles. Team 3D, which is Brother Devon and Bubba Ray, versus Beer Money Incorporated.
This was a good match. During the match, the British Invasion came down to the ringside. I mean, I like the British Invasion, but they did not please us.
I really wanted Team 3D to win. I mean,
and at first they were just doing commentary. We wanted Team 3D to win. They were just doing commentary with Western TNA, but then they got involved in the match and cost Team 3D the belt. And Beer Money won after they hit Devon with the DWI.
Drinking while investing.
Yes, what will happen on TNA? Do you think it might be a freeway at Victory Road? I don't know.
Maybe. That's a good
then
idea.
We move on to the main event.
Oh, I just can't believe it, Samoa Joe, but that's the end. That's the end of the match.
King of the Mountain match for the TNA World title. AJ versus Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett versus Mick Foley. Kurt Angle came out with a Penguins jersey on. Joe put on
the Red Wings. On the Red Wing.
Jersey, yeah. And he kind of like attacked Angle before the match.
This was a good match.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, any King of the Mountain, but I wish Raven could come back. I mean, Raven, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah,
they
people
put on
like
the
that.
best King of the Mountain matches for me.
Samoa
but
Joe.
anyway, Samoa Joe started the match in the penalty box, and Angle is able to win the match without scoring a pinfall.
Jarrett pinned Foley though, surprisingly.
The ref botched that one though. Joe choked out Mick Foley. Foley pinned Angle after hitting Angle with an elbow drop from the top of the King of the Mountain penalty box, and AJ pinned Mick Foley. It started to get a bit slow towards the end, but this was the surprising thing. Samoa Joe had the title. He was about to put it up, and then
put it up.
Yeah, hang it up and win the match.
Oh.
But then, guess what he did?
Gave Kurt Angle the belt.
And Kurt Angle hung it up.
And then sort of...
My prediction was Kurt Angle, so I don't... but I
put him in like an electric chair, just cheering.
They kind of like... maybe he's joined the main event mafia, I don't know.
Another question. Do you think Samoa Joe will join the main event mafia or turn on Kurt Angle? And he gave him the title so he could just beat Kurt Angle up because he wants the title and he wants to beat Kurt Angle up. Because that's what I think. But do you think he's joined the main event mafia?
So 3 questions. 1. What
Shane
role
Douglas.
do you think Shane Douglas will play? 4, do you reckon Matt Morgan should stay as a heel or turn face? And 3, what do you think about the Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle situation?
You accidentally said 4 on Matt Morgan's one.
Oh, sorry. And we'll have actually a bonus question, actually. What do you think about the TNA tag titles? Do you think it should be Beer Money? Do you think it should be 3D? Or do you want the British Invasion to have a shot at the titles? Well,
but it's all up to you, and we'll look at the comments.
The word of the day is King of the Mountain.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Word of the day. Right.
Anyway, this is X Right.
And this is the Frizlord. Over and out.
Signing off. And to sign off, Frizlord will do his weird frog thing. And I'll do some crazy thing.